Hey, welcome back, YouTube family. So YouTube has emailed me and said they're going to demonetize me again. I'm not living up to the algorithm, so I'm going to put out a bunch of unedited videos, walkthroughs, updates, until I get to editing some videos. So for today, we're going to do a quick update on the insulation on the kitchen cathedral ceiling. And so when I do the real video, we're going to get some of the comments from the other videos, but here we go. So we did get snow, and we do get snow, and the load is fine. It hasn't moved. But one of the interesting things with the snow is we can see where the heat loss is. All right there, we have heat loss. Also, you can see where we insulated in the cathedral. You can see where the original roof is without insulation in the ceiling, okay? And that's where our heat loss is right now. So that's what we need to address. I'm gonna do a video on some of the other insulation details on the houses around the area, different eras, just to show how they age and how they kind of sweat and lose heat and show different deficiencies in their insulations just from visual cues on the outside. So we want to find out what, well, I know why the heat's going out here, but anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to go, and in the edited videos, I'm going to post some of these after I edit them on the computer, but for right now, we're just going to go and roll with my view, okay? So, as you can see, we had about 4 inches or so. Nothing major. It's a wet snow, so it's definitely melting fast. And it is 2022, getting ready for Christmas. So if you're seeing this later on, you know, hopefully things look different. But today, one of the things I want to address, and I hope this comes out on the camera, is what we're doing is dealing with these deficiencies. So these, we switched out to LEDs. I think I wrote this up on my blog. But if you see that black splotch, that's cold. Now, if you look at the bottom, see the max temperature, which is the red square that's moving around, that's 66 degrees. The minimum square, which is the green square, that's 60 degrees. So we have a 6 degrees differential just in this can light. So even though these are LEDs, because that's a can, we have a big problem. So what that does, that's A, it's a complete air gap, but B, it's a heat loss. So that's one of the things we want to deal with. And you can see when I pulled the trigger, we actually bumped up to a little bit. So what we're going to do is get up there and put these pancakes in. And these are great. These are what we did in the kitchen. And these are fully integrated. The boxes get wired in. And they're just your standard box. This just gets wired into your 110, just like a normal junction box, ceiling box. Super simple. Push on, just, I mean, couldn't get nicer than that, right? So, put your wire connectors through the box. Bada bing, bada boom. But, so what's great is these clip right into your ceiling. Okay? So that, in theory, would be your, you know, your sheetrock. And we have to play a little bit with our continuous insulation detail. But what's great about these is now they come with their integrated color changer. So you can just, once they're wired in, you can select very warm to very white cool light. That way you can just match what's existing. So that's really great. But let's get you, show you where that 6 degree differential comes from. And it's probably even like a little more when I do an edited video, but this is what goes on back in the day when they did the cans, is to make sure that these were fireproof, they just would hold the insulation off of the complete area. These actually only need a little bit of a gap, but they just went ahead and skimped out on the insulation. So this is what that square is in that last picture. So you can see, look at that, minimum of 44 because we're up in the attic. And so this is how this is what happens with well, that was from a roof leak. But that's when the ceiling isn't insulated, as we did in the raised ceiling. And so that kind of gives you an idea of what it looked like prior. But anyway, so that's going to be my next project, and I'm going to crawl up into the attic, flip out the can lights for the pancake LEDs, and then we're going to insulate it, and then we're going to shoot the temperatures again, and we'll compare them, and we'll see. I know what we're going to get, but just to show how important that is, because if you see that difference is... that's your heat just sucking right out of the ceiling and onto the roof and melting the snow. So we're going to get that taken care of, and hopefully I'll have that video up ASAP. Working on a new computer because I keep frying the laptops with all these video edits. So if you can, please like, comment, critique, poke fun, I don't care, but engage, and let's get this algorithm thing figured out so I don't get demonetized. It's not the biggest thing in the world, but it's always nice. All right, so stay tuned. We're gonna get this straightened out. I have a stair video coming up that's getting edited. I have a greenhouse that we built to update once the snow melts. I'll show. I want to do a chicken egg comparison because they're like super jumbos now, and a couple other things that we've been working on that I just have gobs of data. So all right, y'all, thank y'all, and yeah, happy holidays.